How are you? Hope that you're having a great day so far. Welcome to the first of many. I was thinking at first to create like a series of sessions, and then I thought it would be a way to connect with you and in real time on an ongoing basis. So Tuesdays, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I think is going to be what we do going forward. So it gives me some comfort to know that there is like a set time and date that will be set so that I can offer that. And wonderful, it's wonderful to be able to do it in different places. So let me know in the comments where you're from and also where you're watching. I have to get used to using this type of program to stream, to do the live, but let's just see. Okay, what that did. I'm just looking to see the minutes here. All right, so far, Nicole, hi Nicole from Langley. Leslie, you're in Palm Springs. That's one of my favorite places of all time. Hopefully you're having a great time enjoying. How long are you guys there for? I was going to add for people to, if I've heard them before, but so far I already know. For you ladies, but see who else decides to join. One more day. Okay, well, enjoy. Shelly. Hi, Shelly. You're in Chilliwack. How are you? Wonderful. It's good to see you. So I wanted to welcome you, and I thought that it might be kind of nice to do a little short guided meditation. And so for those of you that are watching, hi Shelly. Oh yeah, wonderful. I'm glad that you're doing well. I'm doing well too. Thank you. Yeah, a short guided meditation, and then into answering a few questions if you have any around working with spirit and connecting with spirit for yourselves and intuition, all of that stuff. And then perhaps pulling a few cards for people and stuff like that. So if you're able, it would be to just give yourself a few minutes here, just short ones. So maybe 5 minutes, or you can sit and just relax, close eyes, and give yourself permission to be still, allowing for a sense of peace to wash over you, really any worries or thoughts about the day. Just giving yourself this time and space to really focus on that stillness. Focusing your breath, allowing that to be gentle, allowing that to be steady. And just being kind to yourself. Sometimes we get frustrated when we try to relax, and then we think about things and we get anxious and our mind is all over the place. Just giving yourself grace, giving yourself some credit, because it is not always an easy thing to just sit and be still. Recognize each time endeavor, each time that you go to do this, it does get easier, and that it's very normal that some days are easier than others to do it. So as you just relax into that beautiful energy, recognize you're shifting your focus, you're shifting your awareness from the everyday physical, moving into focus on your heart, focus on your soul, and your connection, not only to yourself, but to spirit. Breathing gently. And just aware of tiny spark of white light in the middle of your chest. And with each breath that you take, you allow that light to grow and expand, moving up and out into the atmosphere around you. Feeling and seeing that light strengthen, becoming more and more luminous, until eventually that light reaches up and into the light of spirit. And just there is this beautiful blending of the energies, a beautiful sense of connection, peace. And you might also feel a beautiful sense of excitement and patience, as those that guide you, your loved ones, welcome this connection with open arms. Just spending a moment or two there, enjoying that sensation. You might be aware of emotions. You might be aware of physical sensations within your body, images in your mind's eye. You may be thoughts, words, even a scent or taste. All of your senses can be engaged, and there's no right or wrong way to experience. So just noticing what you do receive, what impressions come to you. And just invite your guides, your angels, to offer you something. So imagine you have your hand extended out, palm up, and they place something in your hand. Just receive it. Again, see it, you might hear it, you might just feel or know whatever it is, without trying to understand or analyze it. Just receive it and thank you. And keeping that spark of white light in the middle of your chest, just begin gently to come back. And then as you feel good, as you feel ready, you can open your eyes. Good. So I see Melody from Maple Ridge, so local to me. Hi, Melody. How are you? And Cherie from Alberta. Hi, Cherie. How's it going? Oh, is it echoing for people? It just says Facebook user, so I'm not sure who's asking. But definitely let me know. Good morning. Wonderful. Mel Ray from Langley. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Coral. Oh, Coral, how are you? Is the Coral I know? No? Okay. Other people saying, hi, Danielle. Other people still saying it's echoing. If so, I will have to sort out a way to stop that. Hi, Krista, how are you? Oh, too bad. I wonder if, because I've never done it before where I'm going in different destinations, like at the same time. So I know I can use it. It is. I know I can use headphones maybe to prevent that. I don't have them on me, but turn my speakers off. I could try it without my mic. Let's just try this. All right. How about no? Still no sound? Okay. Well, there will be some kinks to work out for sure. You can now. Okay. Right. It's still going though. Yeah. I wonder if I can. I wonder if I take off one of the places that I'm streaming, if that's the difference. We'll see. Sorry about the echo. I think that's probably annoying. Oh, echo cancellation on. Let's try this. Okay, how is that? Is that better? Let me know if that's better. Do I have my own speakers on? No, it's not. Okay. Well, I have whatever internal. It's the internal one be on, because the mic is set up. So, let's try. Okay, how's that? Hopefully that's better. Now I sound like a robot? Oh no. Oh no. Sorry guys. Hopefully that helps. Yes. Oh, better. All right. Okay. So made a little progress. I promise I'll work it out. I'll learn. I don't know too much about all that stuff, but I'll try my best. Okay, so it's a little bit better. So let me know through the short. It's such a short little. It's not even a meditation. Kind of like called sitting in power, where you kind of just allow yourself shift your focus and awareness to sit, and then allow yourself to blend your energy to blend with the energy of spirit. And it can be within only a few minutes. Doesn't take a long time. But I find that it's an effective way to start to really build your own energy, and also to start to feel closeness, a connection with spirit. So for those of you that were present for the beginning part there, can you or would you feel comfortable to share with what you were given, what your guides offered in your hand, that process, and then help you to understand maybe what it means? And if you weren't present for it, you can just close your eyes, and just with your intention, it will work. Invite your spirit guides to place an item, anything, in your hand. And then without judging it, without trying to analyze it, just say thank you. And then share within the comments. Okay, so let's set a feather. So the intention with the what they released there for you is what you can use, what you need going forward. And so Leslie, when you say feather, when I tune into that for you, it has to do with the gentle energy that you can offer yourself, and how you can sort of experience your connection with spirit. It can be very subtle, and it can be very gentle, but still so powerful. And I get like a fitful, hopeful, really beautiful energy with it. And I do feel your mom has a lot to do with that image for you. So hopefully that's sent for you. Deanna, a polished stone of some sort. Beautiful. When I tune into that for you, it's like a reminder of how much that stone has to go through in order to be polished. And so it's a reminder for you that all of the progress that you're making, that it's acknowledged, like all of the hard work, all of the dedication. I also feel just like this perseverance you have. It's something that the spirit world, your guides, your angels are very proud of you for. And so what you take from that sort of polished stone is a reminder that even when it's rough, even when it's difficult, you'll persevere. I'm just trying to see what else you guys have. I can go back up. Melody, a statue. Cool. So with the statue, maybe you can let me know. Was it of anything? Like did you be able to kind of discern what the statue was? And then I'll come back to you. Nicole said she couldn't tell what it was, but if energy in my hand, it was tingling. Beautiful. So that is a very, very physical presentation. That's a physical experience of it being with you. So it's your guide's way of saying, when you get tingling feeling and that energy, that they're showing you that they're with you. And so you are very connected, and likely feel a lot of things, not only physically, but you'll feel them emotionally. You'll feel them with clairsentience. So that's really cool. Lily came in late, but I got it. Lily. Oh, that's beautiful. I think for you with the lily, it's a real sense of a reminder you can hold space for others, and that you are someone that not only help in like in a physical way. I feel like with people, like helping them very tangible ways. You also do a lot without even speaking any words. It's a lot to do with like what you embody and who you are naturally as a person and a healer. So it's a very beautiful energy. It's also very, very firm and very strong energy. So it's a reminder for that. Danielle got a dime. So for that, I feel it's a sign. It's really like this ability for you to receive signs and symbols very easily from spirit, from your guides, and that synchronicities for you will be everywhere. So I feel like you probably find that every single day. So the repeating numbers or repeated signs, being in sort of the right place, right time to experience a beautiful moment from spirit, illustrated for you. So you'll likely be very, very used to that, like that happens to you all the time. So it's the way that you're going to work with you. So let me know if that makes sense. Those of you that have come to. Erin and Bree. Candle. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so let me see what that's about. I feel it's like your guide saying to you that your words that you speak, even the thoughts that you think, your intentions are so powerful, and that there is this building intensity and kind of amplification of your energy right now. So you're likely going through a time where everything is sort of getting more amplified. Everything's ramping up. Your own intuition, the trust that you in yourself. You're feeling more empowered. That's where your guides are trying to take you in that direction. So I think the red candle is this candle. It's a symbol that they can use to let you know of this. It's a beautiful connection, but very intense. It's like it feels like lots happening spiritually. You're welcome, Deanna. You're welcome. Oh, Melody, a statue of a ceramic dog. Oh, that's so cool. So, I mean, it might seem obvious, but I do think that there's this beautiful connection. Like you're someone that anyone who needs a little bit of extra compassion would feel really safe with and really drawn to. So, yeah, animals, yes, children, anyone that's even a bit vulnerable, like maybe elder people, anyone that's seeking a bit of healing or in need of a bit of healing. So I think that's just reminding you are a natural healer. Drea, hi, going. Jackie, how are you? Good to see you. Good, Deanna. And yeah, awesome. So I'm just gonna say now the comments. I've been bombarded by DMs and comments and the last month or so. Lots of "Will you marry me?" Lots of other inappropriate messages actually, and just I'm gonna say now that I won't be responding to those. So thank you for watching if you're here, but those comments will not be mentioned and will not be responded to. Welcome, Sharon. No problem. Good. So you can. Oh, a star. Someone star for me. A star. Let's see. I think that's a very strong sort of energy of focus, like that you can have this laser focus that you need to go forward, and that you are very connected to the universe. You're very connected to spirit, connected to your own intuition. And so I think your guides are going to use that star image for you when they want to get your attention or when they want to let go that they're present to you, they're working with you. And so you can also use that as a focal for yourself. I think sometimes we can have these it's almost like a collar between us and those guide us. So they might show us that star, when they're near, want to sort of connect, or we might call that star image and sort of send it to our guides. And so it works both ways. Maybe experiment with that. Experiment with that and see how that goes. All right. So you're very welcome. So tell me if you've got any questions that you can think of that you'd like to ask that would benefit everyone. So a more general question would be great with regards to using your intuition, connecting with your own loved ones in spirit, healing, the afterlife, anything like that. Media. And then if we've got a few minutes near the end, I'll pull some cards, and I'll pull one for you, Joyce, with regards to health. Now, keep in mind, as I pull some cards or I answer questions or give some mini readings and stuff, in this forum, like publicly, also with the time restraint, it's not the same as if we had say like a private session where got time to develop what went through and all of that. So with stuff health, I always say, obviously, like, to say this, you guys know I am not a physician, but I can give you some insight once up, and you may be in the right direction. But I'm always going to encourage you to be working with your doctor, professional, naturopath, whoever you work with, and recognize that it does place their counsel, obviously, and also that I don't know that the information that comes through for health is always as specific as we would want it. It's not like I'm going to tell you this and this, and then you're good. But it's in it's guidance to get to where you want to be, how you can maybe even think about your health to help you. So that's sort of the thing with health stuff in this kind of situation. I often get a tingling, glowing, warm feeling heart when I'm connected with spirit. Is that me or the spirits coming in? Well, it's both, but it's really indicative, and it's very common to feel that when spirit is present. They will use your physical body. Some people more than others. For me, it is very physical. So yes, the warm tingling feeling from within. Sometimes it also will be a fluttering heart or a fast, all of a sudden a very beating heart. Temperature changes. So for me, I get really warm, start working with spirit, or when they're close to me. Some people get chills and some people get cold. Both are fine. It's just everyone is different and how they leave it. Other physical sensations, sometimes I feel that in legs, the tingling kind of feeling. Oftentimes when you're on the right track and you're really kind of connecting, getting it right, like what the spirit wants to express, they'll give you that tingling feeling of confirmation to say keep going with that. So yes. Where to start with trying to connect with spirit ones? I know they're here. I get signed for 10 years. Yeah, so Nick, the start I think is just to say to spirit, I know that you're with me. Thank you for being with me. And just state, I want to get to know you better. And so you can start with your own loved ones in spirit. You can also start with trying to get to know your spirit guides. And the biggest thing I could say is that your intention is key. Like, people sometimes think that it must be a very complicated 10-step process that you must do in order to make the connection, or that, like, I find people want like a feel out for it. Like, okay, if I do this, then I'm always going to get this result. And the thing about spirit communication is it doesn't work with that. Your intention, though, is extremely powerful. So just the fact that you want to get to know them, you want to connect with them, and you're going to tell them that is huge. And then it's about being curious, being open the different ways that they might interact with you, because there's some things that seem pretty common or universal when it comes to this kind of, but it is kind of nuanced for each person. So just because I get hot and warm when I'm connecting with you doesn't mean that you will. Or just because I get that certain kind of sensation on my left side when one of the guides comes close to me, it doesn't mean that it'd be the same for you. You might get an itchy nose. You might get a tingling sensation at the top of your head. It's going to be sort of unique for each person. I think giving yourself time in your days, every day if you can, even if 5 minutes, it's time that you're literally just dedicating to spirit. So whether that's just sitting quietly and inviting spirit, just okay, guides and loved ones, I welcome you and invite you to come and spend then this time with me. And you could just sit together. I don't think you have to ask questions. I don't think you have to try to force any communication. I think just spending the time, getting to how that feels, could be beneficial. When you're done, you could say, write a few notes, like this is what I felt, this is what I experienced. And any questions that you have that come up, you could do that. You might decide that you want to play a beautiful piece of music and do that, because that really does kind of invoke that beautiful emotion and that connection. You can go for a walk with spirit and your guide. Okay, I have free time later at 3:00. I'm going to go for a walk. Please come. Please join me. So I think it's important to start recognizing they're people, even though they're not physically here. They're people, and they're able to interact in real time. It's not like you're just speaking words and to no one, to nothing. Like they're living a life in spirit. And so you want to treat them how you would treat friends in life. Obviously, if you want to hang out, you're going to like them, or if you wouldn't just go to them when things are crazy and bad and you need help. Hopefully, with friends in life also, we're also checking in on them, and we're interested in them and what they might need, and support them. And you want to talk and you want to enjoy time together. It's not just like when we're in crisis. So I think it's like that mindset of recognizing that our guides and our loved ones, it's not a memory that you're connecting with. It's them. It's really them. So disciplining a mind, I think, is the hardest thing for people in the beginning, because in it they go to sit all these thoughts, and it's hard to focus, and it's hard to just have that sort of peace, stillness. So dedication to some form of meditation, sitting in the power, even if it's yoga, even if it's just sitting in silence, whatever it is, some kind of discipline of that, I think, is really helpful. And I think not getting frustrated, because it's very human for us to want what we want and think to ourselves, oh, I just did this meditation where I'm supposed to connect with my guides, and I didn't feel anything, or I didn't see anything. We get super duper disappointed if it's not immediate. And I think sometimes spirit is so much more subtle than we think. And so expectations sometimes get in the way, because I have students that have said, oh, nothing happened. I just was in this like golden light, and it just felt very warm and safe and beautiful, but nothing happened. I didn't connect. And I'm thinking, like, here's spirit trying to give you the beautiful healing experience, but we're judging it because we think it's supposed to be them saying, Melissa, this and this, and an answer to your life. We kind of want it to be like that when really they're working with energy. They're having to work with getting our attention, and then they're having to have us understand a different language, because working with spirit is working with a different language. So we have to start to notice even the most subtle, tiny little changes. Sensation are offered, little thoughts that are popped into our awareness. With images, things that we see sometimes are symbolic, sometimes are literal. Even a scent or a taste. All of our senses help us to kind of put the puzzle pieces together, as far as like what they're trying to say. So I think, Nick, it's just important to start with that and just be very, very curious and patience. Have patience with the process. If the first time or the second time it doesn't feel intense or anything like that, just to recognize that no sensation that you're offered is ever for nothing, and it's never wasted. So it's a with time and practice, giving yourself that time and space. We do have to give spirit a chance and an opening to come and be with us. If we're all day, every day, if we are go, 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 and stop, they don't have a chance. There's no opening for them to come and have this experience with us. We need to kind of provide an environment for them as well. So hopefully it helps, Nick. Absolutely. Oh, no problem, Nick. Sharon was saying she's also been seeing numbers 222, 3333, 4555, and 11. Could the spirit guide sending a message? Yes. And message is likely before you go Google all those meanings, because honestly, I feel like who decides what those numbers mean. The message I think likely your spirit guides are with you, and then they're just trying to get your attention. They're just giving you that little nudge saying, we're still here. We're working with you. Got this. It's an encouragement thing. And I think also once you notice those and you sort of say thank you, or you could say to your guides, I see these signs and synchronicities. Thank you so much. And then say to them, is there a message specifically for me? And you could just then be open to allowing a feeling to come through, an image to come into your mind, or just some words that come to mind, and just note what those are, and trust that you're asking for that communication, and it will come. The more you practice, is your ability to connect becomes through. Yes. Yeah. So with me, I think sometimes people really want like they're reading all the books and into like learning about it as a theory, but then when it comes down to the practice of it, they panic and freak out, because it is, for lots of people, it's very scary to open your mouth and not know what's going to come through. You don't know what you're going to say. There's no preparation. It's not like a rehearsal. It's not something you could say if you were an actor in a play. You could just learn your lines and you could practice and rehearse and then your performance. Mediumship, the practice, the training is important, but not rehearsal. There's no realization ever of anything. It's literally like every single time an experiment of like let's see what happens, let's see through, and let's see what they're going to say. We don't know. And so the practice, you build your strength in all of your clairs. So clair senses are like clairsentience is the feeling thing. Clairvoyance is the seeing, psychic seeing, and all the rest of them. You build up strength in those, using them. You also build up a frame of reference for things. So in mediumship, it's said that it could be like of the medium's mind, because spirit can give us things based on what we understand. They have to work with our frame of reference. So someone was getting recently in one of my classes, a horse coming through from spirit. Was talking about dressage and like all of these like terms that people who work with like horses would know. Those terms would not come to me if I was bringing through that horse. It would come in a different way, because I don't have frame of reference. I have never been someone who's don't know about that world. So they would have to be in a different way. And yes, I could get same information, but spirit would have to use my frame of reference, what I understand, what I can recognize, so they can bring me something without having an idea of like how, or them having an idea of how I can recognize that information. Same with like if someone comes through from another like a foreign place in the world, and they spoke a different language, I can connect with for sure, because it's the energy of like the language of energy and energy of spirit, the soul universal language. I can receive that communication. But if they're trying to bring through a name and say their name is in a different language that I don't know, so say it comes through and it's like Japanese, the likelihood of me being able to hear and receive that name in Japanese is a lot less likely than if a grandma in spirit named Margaret to come in and offer me that. I a reference for that because I've already been able to connect with grandmas in spirit named Margaret. There tends to be a lot of them, and other names that I'm familiar with, like Mary is my grandma's name. So if there's a Mary there, I have an understanding. I have an energetic recognition of, oh, that's the energy of Mary, or just different things like that. So the practice in that, it's also in building, expanding your frame of reference. So I tell my students, even if you get it wrong, let's say spirit comes through her name Eleanor, and I hear Elizabeth, or I get Elizabeth. Even though I got it wrong, next time the Eleanor in spirit has to come through and make me aware of their name, I'll be more likely to be able to recognize it and receive it because I've had that experience. So each time you get it right, each time you get it wrong, I feel it opens up a little pathway in your mind that you're able to receive that information. But definitely, yeah, the research, like, people that are older, that are like the most amazing mediums. Often, it's their ability and all of that, but also the more you do, the better you get. You do learn as well. So you also, I think one of the best ways to see if someone's a proficient medium, it's not so much all about these dazzling things that they get right. Also, someone that's able and sees enough to know if they've gone wrong, if they've misinterpreted something, how to handle that. Because a lot of people in the beginning, when you misinterpret a piece of information as no, or like looks at you like you're crazy, it requires some skill and some practice to learn how to manage that and how to go back and reinterpret and get to the bottom of it. And I think it's important too. So you get better at all of the things. So hopefully that's helpful. Connected to the stars at night, what do you think? Well, I think that oftentimes when you're appreciating something beautiful in nature, oftentimes that spirit inspiring you to look, to notice. And if you get that feeling when you're looking up and you're connecting with the universe, you've likely had lifetimes, maybe in other places too. I mean, that just comes to mind as think about that. But I know that feeling that you're talking about, and I think it's a beautiful time when spirit does really get our attention, and they sort of experience that with us. Good. All right. So I've got a few more minutes. Let me. I can pull cards for two people. Joyce had a question, so I'm going to pull that for Joyce, and then anyone else is open to it. I can pull one for you, and you can ask a topic, or I can just give you a card that message you might need to hear. So Joyce, your question was about your health would improve. The card that I got with mantra. And so what I get for that is that your thoughts about your health are really, really powerful. So yes, you got to do all of the things that you've been instructed to, by doctors and all of that. But I think taking care of your mindset and taking care of your heart and your soul are going to be equally as important. They're going to be helpful in how you manage what's happening with your health. Do I feel intuitively that it will? Yes, I do. But I also think that that's patience that's required. So I don't think it's all at once. All of a sudden, everything is solved. I think it's been a bit of a journey, and it will continue to be. Like it takes some time. But the message I get for you also that you repeat this mantra to yourself, like I'm healing more every day. I'm healing more every day, and just feel that. I also think be kind to yourself when to your energy, because I think sometimes you might be feeling a little bit like you're lacking energy, or the energy that you used to have or used it. And that can get a bit depressing. That can kind of get in your way. So giving yourself some understanding, treating yourself the way that you would treat a friend, so there was a friend that was going through this thing. I don't think that you'd be giving them a hard time about it. I feel like you would be really gracious and encouraging. So to be gracious and encourage yourself about it. But yeah, hope that answers. Drea, yes, a general card. Magic. So this card is about reminding you of what's already available to you. So even in circumstances that are less than ideal, or circumstances where you're like, I don't know, do this, or I don't know how I'm supposed to get from point A to B. You are a very good person to begin with, but also you know that you can ask your guides, so that you can ask your loved ones to help you to have the focus that you need, the strength that you need to go forward. So there's always going to be something in life that can kind of throw a wrench into your plans. It's not that I think we're meant to avoid the challenge. More so, how can we go forward and manage without giving away our power to anyone or anything? How can we go forward fearlessly? And so I do think you can use your own intuition, your energy. You are naturally intuitive, and you're also very naturally able to kind of like bring healing to other people, energy healing, even just in your presence, just you being beside someone who needs healing. You've got an ability to really offer that, hold space for them. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, time for one more. I'll do Trudy, and then have to say goodbye. But I will be back next Tuesday. Trudy, the card that comes up is Judgment. And what I get from here, you might be of two minds about something right now. So almost like part of you that's working to really accept and be like very loving towards yourself, and then there's another aspect of you that I feel that times is kind of like a harsh critic when it comes to yours. So you might feel that you're always a bit like torn, or almost like in a conflict with yourself sometimes. And I think really what comes out of this energy is that there's sometimes a fear of judgment, or fear of not being accepted, and then that's something that is either I don't even think it's something that you're even always close up. It could be just something that's energetically popping up, but that you don't have to be chained to that fear, or feeling of giving that power to someone else, anyone else. So it's really embracing, like it's embracing your authentic self, and also even the things that you perceive to be flaws, those things. So I think as a follow-up, what's this one? The card is Gaia. I think like going back to nature and your natural self, like who you truly are. I think in being more peacefulness, more silence. So maybe it's like tuning out some of the noise comes to other people's opinions, and things like that. So I hope that is helpful. Drea, wonderful. You're very welcome. I'm glad that helps. So I would thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thanks for joining. If you have questions that come up or questions that I didn't answer today, feel free to just make a note. And then next time I'll definitely address and we'll go forward from there. But have a great rest of your Tuesday. Enjoy. And we'll see you again in a week. Take care. You're welcome. That's my pleasure. No problem. Okay. Bye, everyone. You too. You too.